Welcome to another episode of Two Man Them Talk Random Recommendations. I'll be your boy Kwame.
And I'm your boy Enigma, man. And you know what we do, man? We just get a random recommendation from, could be back in the day, could be most recent days, can be a movie, a documentary, a TV series, whatever. We just want to recommend it for you. And today we've got sorry the pun, we've got a knockout recommendation for you right now today.
Yes.
Straight knockout recommendation. And we're going to be talking about, it's a documentary that's recently come out on Amazon Prime. If you've got Prime, you should check it out. We recommending the documentary called Four Kings.
If I am world champion, then how can I not be crazy? Because a normal mind can't do it.
It's metaphor, right?
Four Kings, basically, if people don't know, it's a documentary about the four biggest boxers to come out of Britain: Lennox Lewis, Frank Bruno, Nigel Benn, and Chris Eubank. And it talks about the rivalries that Eubank and Benn had, and also the rivalries that Lennox Lewis and Frank Bruno had, and also their respective careers and how it affected Britain as well in terms of how Black Britons are viewed in sport. But yeah, bruv, how did you feel about Four Kings?
The Last Dance for me was the best documentary that I'd ever seen. Then it kind of became the best kind of sports documentary I've ever seen. But now it's got a rival, and that rival is called the Four Kings.
Wow.
Yes, I said that. It. And and obviously it's a different sport. That's boxing.
Yeah.
I'll say that's basketball. This is boxing.
Yeah.
But when I say the level of nostalgia.
Yeah, crazy.
The level of nostalgia. This is a hot take. That's what I'm thinking about it. I was going to say it rivals the level of nostalgia I got from McMahon, but no, it actually tops it. It was actually more. Wow. And I'll tell you why. It was more because it was set in Britain. It's London.
But it's Black Britain.
Black Britain.
Yeah.
It reminded me of my actual childhood.
Yeah.
Not just my childhood watching stuff on TV, I said, with like wrestling.
Growing up.
This actually reminded me growing up on the streets of London, especially East London, South London. Bruv, like when they show old footage of the 80s. Bruv, like I don't think we even realize how great these four guys really were. And how much they changed the landscape of boxing.
Changed everything.
And we're not talking about British boxing. We're talking about the landscape of boxing. And I don't think I realized until I watched this documentary how relevant these guys, all four of them were.
All four of them were.
All four of them. And it's funny because I've never been a Lennox fan. Never. I've never cared for Lennox.
I've always been a big Lennox fan, but this
is the first time I liked him.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is the first time I liked him. I even liked the whole beef with him and Bruno. Was dope because it was like, I like how much it bothered Bruno.
Yeah.
Because it made Bruno real.
The Uncle Tom
think
business.
Too many people dissed him, and Bruno took that shit to heart. And like but even after years later, when man had come and beat Oliver McCall, man was still talking about it.
The first thing he mentioned,
Uncle Tom, know that.
First thing he mentioned after winning the heavyweight title was
the fact in tears as well, bro.
And Uncle Tom, yeah.
When I say that shit really,
it got to him, and
it really fucked with him.
I think again, I've watched documentaries, the same with you with the wrestling. I've watched boxing documentaries. I've watched documentaries on Bruno, on every single one of them, actually. I've watched something at least on all of them. But I think the great idea of putting the two rivalries that were just as important as each other, obviously Eubank Benn, even if you're British and you was around that time, Eubank Benn literally stopped the world. Everyone wanted to watch that fight.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize how big it was until they tell you the numbers.
The mainstay of British boxing and getting it into the popularity was these four individuals. Frank was the mainstream person that crossed over. Frank Bruno. He was the gentle giant that white people did not mind coming into the house and sharing some HP sauce. That's who Frank Bruno was. Then you had Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer. Tremendous fighting style. Rago seemed like a roadman from Dulwich, and that's all he was. Then he had Eubank. still to this day, TV gold. Every time
one of my favorite personalities ever. I don't care what
in
no one
any
says.
sport, in any situation, just in entertainment.
Seriously,
how he speaks.
Yes, I got, bruv. Sorry, I got another one. I got another friggin' hot take.
Before you go, how he speaks, and then of course Lennox, who is. No, it's not a question. Undoubtedly, the best boxer to come out of Britain. He went on to become the undisputed heavyweight champion.
But yeah, he is, isn't he?
He is, no matter what anyone says, the most decorated, undisputed heavyweight champion. There's still, to this day, other than until Usyk won the belt recently, there has not been an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And look how long that has been. So again, just how them four, the impact they had on changing white Britain's perspective on what a black sportsman can be, because remember it started with a white man saying a black man is never going to beat me for my title.
Imagine.
And then Marvin Hagler beat him, and then it went on to show just the divide. And then back then, obviously, there was the racial situations, the race riots, the Brixton riots, all of that type of thing. All of that intertwined, but that shows
mad how Bruno changed that. Bruno had
everyone together, bro. Sport brought everyone together.
Mad.
Obviously, the Michael Watson tragedy, and then you see how him and Eubank now have been able to obviously come together. Watson has just come across.
I got emotional. Fuck that.
Watson is an amazing person. Like, he's an amazing person, and the forgiveness that he showed, because obviously they also fought, and then Watson was never the same again. But the humility that he showed, the love that he showed for Eubank,
he wasn't supposed to survive it. He's still here. That's why it's
crazy, bro.
Watson is still here. Oh, that shit was so, bruv. The level. Do you know? That was the realest part for me when it came to Eubank for me, because he, again, like, he knows he's playing his character, this persona, you know, larger than life. I don't playing the bad guy. I don't care if everybody hates me. It's like he brought that element of wrestling into boxing. He was that guy. And like I say, my hot take was literally, outside of Muhammad Ali, he was the next best personality in wrestling. Period. No one's touching him.
In boxing.
No one's in boxing. That's a wrestling. In boxing. No one's touching him. No one's touching him.
I agree.
Only Muhammad Ali.
I agree.
I'll stand up against anybody and say
I agree.
Because Eubank is legendary as far as I'm concerned. He's friggin' legendary. He's a friggin' national treasure. I don't care what
treasure.
I listen to everything that he says. I'm so interested in the way he talks, what he says.
Everything. And he knows his articulation. He's a showman. He was a showman in the ring. He's a showman out of the ring. The chalk and cheese.
The legendary walk. I think everyone forgot about the legendary walk.
The jump over, the holding the gloves like that. And then obviously Ben, total opposite of Eubank, as real as they can get, the most raggo roadman you can get, the Dark Destroyer.
Ben, you know.
How do you feel about the name Dark Destroyer? Yeah, I love it. I'm dark and I destroy people.
I'm dark and I destroy people.
Straight.
Nah, that was the best answer. Because they know they tried to get a rise out of him, innit? It didn't work.
I'm down with that name. And
you know what it is? It's because them man, especially Nigel Benn, because it's part of his story, them man and what them man went through in regards to like racism and that growing up. Like, remember, Nigel Benn's older brother got murked by NF. Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So that's forever gonna fuck with him forever. And that part when he went to his brother's grave and that shit was deep as well, man.
Emotional.
Yeah, that proper got me as well, man. That was deep. Because he's never hidden the fact of how much it's affected him till this day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he said that's where all his rage comes from.
Yeah.
That's why he fought like that.
Yeah.
Imagine, that's why Ben's story, all of them got 6 stories. All of them stories.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it was about Ben's story that got me the most.
Yeah. His story was deep. And it's done what a great documentary is able to do. Every man got their story told. From beginning to end. And that's really, do you know how hard that was to do in 4 episodes, plus covering the rivalry, plus covering everything, the Black Brittanness of it. I just think it was excellently done, bro. How they encapsulated that week, how important that week was.
Matt.
The changeover of the guard from Lennox to Bruno, the Ben Eubank first fight and the controversy of the second fight, the mental health issues that 3 of them also went through, Eubank, Ben and Bruno, what they went through. Just amazing, bruv. I really, really enjoyed this documentary from beginning to end.
My two favorite scenes out of the whole documentary was when Bruno went to Jamaica to go chill with Lennox, and they finally had that conversation.
Yes.
Bruno was still tense.
I think he's
still tense.
As we record this, he's tense. He's still tense about this. He hasn't gotten over it.
He's tense right now.
He's tense at this moment.
Tense right now.
Still tense.
Bruno was tense,
Still tense.
But I was like, he has apologized. He apologized. Until he apologized. Because man really wanted that apology, bro.
He did. He
needed it. He didn't want it. He needed it, bro. That was sick, though. I love the way they could chill together. They were talking and they had that was a good conversation.
Yeah.
And then, I didn't think it could be topped. And then fucking Ben and Eubank when they was doing the stage show. I fucking love that part. I love that. Yeah.
People, we could go on and on.
Yeah, for real.
We, as you can see, we really...
Please can we have some parliamentary procedures? Sorry.
Parliamentary procedures. We really highly recommend the parliamentary procedures that are on show. Highly recommend Four Kings. Dope documentary.
Dope documentary.
So, again, thank you as always for watching. We truly, really appreciate it. If you could drop a like and a subscribe, that would be much appreciated. As always, blessings for all of that. And I've been your boy Enigma.
And I've been your boy Kwame. And we've been a two-man them that give you random recommendations. Peace.